Hey, what's up everybody? Michael DiTullo here with another designer unboxing. Today I'm going to be unboxing a pair of Vessi sneakers. Now, over the last few years, probably starting really with the success of Allbirds, there have been a number of online-only sneaker brands popping up. This is a brand that my partner Christina has been really into, Vessi. They're out of Vancouver, British Columbia, I believe. And one of the big things about their sneakers is that most of them are waterproof or water resistant. It seems like most of these online direct-to-consumer shoe brands have kind of a particular angle, and their angle is being waterproof, which is really cool for kind of mesh sneakers, light everyday sneakers. So we're gonna unbox this pair. In fact, this pair is just called the Everyday Classic sneaker in pearl white. Packaging, pretty simple. Nothing to talk too much about, just a little, website nod here and social media nod. Again, we've got some nice little iconography about its kind of weatherproofness. If it was me, if I was designing this packaging art, I'd probably be a little bit more explicit about this. This is maybe being a little too clever, and most people don't have all day to figure out what things mean, and I probably would have been a little bit bolder on the packaging itself, saying, hey, this is weatherproof. That's our thing. But whatever, Christina found it through SEO or whatever, so she got them anyway. I guess maybe the packaging doesn't need to tell that story. Oh, here, this is a little bit surprising. So here we get a little bit of that messaging, right? Rain or shine, adventure awaits. That's pretty awesome, right? And this little flap here. Okay, now we're really telling the story. I take back my previous comments. The outside was a little low key, but you get into the inside, and that's really kind of nice. Let's see what else we get in the box. This is a little bit more than I thought you'd get with these. So welcome to the Dry Socks Club. Very cute, I love it. Obviously, waterproof sneaker. You're gonna keep dry socks. Very nice. This stuff doesn't cost a lot of money to add these things. It just takes time. Little Vessi sticker pack. That's kind of fun. I feel like a lot of brands give away stickers. I'm not a sticker person. Personally, I don't understand why I would put these stickers on anything. But that said, people seem to freaking love them. I mean, I guess a little one sticker next to the rain cloud, you could have fun with that, right? Got a little QR code to the website. Little letter from the founders, cleaning guide. This is just, nice stuff. It's not like rocket science, like how you clean a mesh shoe or anything. But I think just telling that your customer that you care about them after they made the purchase, that's nice. And this is her second pair of these, so obviously it worked. She came back for another one. Another big thing, reason why I know she gravitated towards these is that they're 100% vegan. Where we eat vegan, we eat plant-based. We're trying to live a little bit more vegan as well. And so it's nice when you find a brand that makes that a little bit easier for you. So anyway, little fun things here. This little checklist is kind of fun. Run them underwater. Share your first moment with us. Yeah, again, getting people to participate, that's good. Okay, then tissue paper, nice little raindrops. Again, they're telling the story, right? So we got the rain or shine, we've got the raindrops with the cut throughs here, we've got the raindrops on the tissue paper. Again, I take back my initial comments about the packaging. It's all on the inside. And then we get into the sneaker itself. It's just a very clean, simple sneaker. It's not unlike a ton of clean sneakers in this vein ever since the Nike Roshe run, basically, where we've got, looks like a compression midsole, I would guess. I don't see any injection marks on it, so I'm guessing this is compression. I probably would have specified a texture on this, with a typical sneaker mold. The molds are never that great. It's not like you're manufacturing a car. You're not stamping metal or injecting EVA foam or compressing foam. I say this is probably compression because the lines are very crisp, and you typically get crisper lines with compression. There's a slight texture here on this part, but the rest of it is just kind of a very light sandblast. and I think it would have elevated it a little bit if there was a micro texture on here that was specified. A little bit of a funny line here. You see you've got this line is a little bit, I would say, lazy. You know, this arc, it peaks basically kind of right in the center. It doesn't kind of go forward or back. I probably would have pushed this apex of this arc back a little bit so it had a little bit more tension. And then I don't know if you can see this here. There's this weird little bone line. So that this bone line comes in and then it fades out here, and then it oddly picks right back up just right here. I probably would have smoothed that out or kept that line more consistent. I mean, they even added the texture just right there, which is a little bit strange to me. Yeah, I think this is compression. A little bit of bubbling back here. That's a little bit of a bummer. I would expect that to be better. The outsole, very clean. It's pretty simple. There's a couple of rubber inserts here. I'm glad to see Christina had gotten their first pair, like when they first launched a few years ago, and they felt more like a urethane. They were a little slippery. Urethane is obviously a very different compound from rubber, and when urethane gets wet, it can get a little slick. Not what you want on a waterproof shoe when that's your messaging. So they definitely changed this material out. It's a much stickier rubber now, which is nice. Getting to the upper, it's very clean, very simple. We've got no seam. So it's a fully knit upper because there's no seam anywhere here. Yeah. I was kind of surprised by that, actually. I thought it'd be center seamed and it would just be a simple textile upper. That's pretty nice. And then they've finished this edge with a little turned over piece here with a zigzag stitch. I think this could have been handled a little bit better. You see this is not perfect on the inside. I've dealt with this all the time, and I deal with this with clients, and when you do an edge like this, it always has to come together somewhere. And then you're really down to the skill of the factory to make that edge come together nicely. So, you can do a detail to hide it. That sometimes helps. Like if you do a little label here, that would have just kind of like dressed it up a little bit. But it's fine for what it is. Nice little just material hit here. This is just so we've got a kind of simple quarter panel, 3 punched holes in it. I think I probably would have located these eyelets a little bit up into the wave a little bit more. They feel a little like they're down a little too low, or push these waves down. But they added this nice little color hit here, which is kind of fun. It feels like a piece of, that looks like a fine mold, like a little, what's called a fine mold part. I use that a lot for logos and things, so you can get a lot of detail in it. And then they spec'd a fun lace. So I'm just gonna show you, it's not just a simple, typical woven lace. It's actually it's a nice textile to it that goes with the knit of the upper. Just fun, It probably doesn't cost any extra to specify this, and it makes it kind of blend with the upper really nicely. But I think overall it's just kind of like a nice clean shoe. Very, everyday wearable, run out to get the groceries kind of a thing. Nothing crazy. You're not gonna be, spotted on any hype beast blogs or anything like that, but that's not what most people want. I think most people just want like a nice clean pair of sneakers that they can rock every day with some jeans and run out and do some errands. So there you have it. Vessi Everyday Classic, waterproof shoe based out of Canada. Some fun little details in the packaging, nice clean product. Couple funny little decisions I probably would have worked out a little bit differently, but every designer would do things a little differently. Thanks for joining Michael DiTullo with another designer unboxing. You want to see more stuff like this? Hit like, subscribe, maybe share it, throw me a comment, anything like that. The usual drill, and I'll see you next time.